When I started this journey, I had no idea what I was in store for, but here I am. And I feel completely tired. Like, when you're going through self-improvement, it's like one thing right after another becomes a problem. And it starts to become almost the same problem that you had before you started the self-improvement journey. Like, didn't I start this whole thing to try to better myself? Why do I keep hitting these walls? Why do I keep running into these problems? But throughout the process, you learn that these problems are the things that's going to better you or improve yourself. So I would say 2 years ago, starting this journey out, I wouldn't say I was excited, but I had a goal. I had a goal in mind. I knew where I wanted to be, but I had no idea how long it would take me to reach this goal. I had no idea how long it would take me to get where I was trying to go. I'm still not there. Don't know when I will be there. So at times, I feel like my life is being destroyed by this self-improvement journey. But also at times, I can see the benefits of everything, all the changes that I've made, and how they're affecting my life now versus if I would have decided to stay in the same hamster wheel of a life that I was living. So I would say 2 years ago, I had a pretty normal life for somebody that is from where I'm from, at least. First of all, I live in America, and society here is already one issue. But I guess I would say I was keeping up with it at the time. I had a group of friends. I was making decent money. I had 2 cars. We had 2 apartments. We were about to go on our business endeavors and start trying to do podcasts in our second apartments or interviews or different creative ventures in that second apartment. That's exactly what it was supposed to host. But I guess I myself had other plans, and I started feeling really tired. I started feeling not fulfilled by everything that was going on around me. Everything that I was being involved in, it just wasn't fulfilling for me. And it turned into me ultimately throwing all of that away and starting from what I would call the ground up. I started doing different things. I started reflecting on my life. I started taking walks. I started taking my own space away from people. I started taking my time with everything that I did and wanted to do. And some of the reaction I was met with from other people was, I'm weird, I'm crazy, I'm being controlled by somebody else, I'm changing, which in a way, me changing was definitely true. But it's all part of the self-improvement journey that I decided that I wanted to take. So once I started doing these things and seeing the effects that it had on the world around me, I realized I had to change the world around me. I had to change my environment, because it doesn't serve you any justice to stay in an environment that doesn't serve you. So with that, I walked into what I like to call the unknown. And this is where a lot of people on this self-improvement journey don't hold up very well. This is where a lot of people on this self-improvement journey turn around and go back to the lives they lived before, or turn around and realize like self-improvement may not be for me, or kind of get scared in a way. And it's the scariest thing that you probably ever can or will do. But I won't say I got through it. I see the benefits of walking into the unknown now. Just because of how persistent I was through it all. When I walked into the unknown, I said I needed to change my environment. So when I changed my environment, that came with whatever it took for me to get out of this apartment, whatever it took for me to get out of having these 2 cars, whatever it took for me to feel relieved and more fulfilled. I had no idea what was coming with it though. I had no idea that it was gonna come with being homeless. I had no idea how long the homelessness was going to last. I had no idea that it was going to come with being lonely. I have no idea how long the loneliness is going to last. walking into that unknown, you have no idea what's gonna happen to you, where you're gonna end up. All you know is that you're doing this to make yourself better. You're doing this for self-improvement. And that may not be the word for everybody on this journey. Some people may say they had an awakening. Some people may say they're on a spiritual journey. Some people say they're trying to improve themselves. But for everybody, it's different. That's why it's a spectrum, because there is no one specific thing that it is that you're doing or that everybody's doing to improve themselves. It's whatever fulfills you. So once I walked through the unknown, I reached a spot where, well, I wouldn't say I reached a spot, I would say I'm in a spot. Because if you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure it's because you're currently in a spot where you feel like this journey is destroying you. It's destroying your life. And I'm here to say that I'm making this video because I feel almost in the same spot as you, but I feel like I can talk about it or articulate it a little bit more. So in this space that we're in, we start to, like I said, feel lonely. We start to feel, at times, we start to feel overwhelmed. We feel like we have no control over where our lives are going anymore. And it ultimately sends you back to that feeling of before starting this journey in the first place. But you have to see it through. You have to look for signs, because when you start this journey, it becomes intuition based. This is a very intuition based journey, whether, like I said, you're on a spiritual journey, whether you're on a self-improvement based journey, you know what you're doing it for. So you have to trust your intuition throughout the process, because I've seen another video somebody posted like this and they talked about the process, and that's exactly what this is. It's a process. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. So in this process right now, you feel stuck, you feel drained. I feel like I'm starting to see a change. I feel like I'm starting to see a change. You may feel like you're starting to see a change, but one thing I learned on this journey is that the universe sends you signs. Because it's an intuition based process or journey, you'll start to see signs, but it's up to you if you want to follow those signs. You'll start to see things like repeating numbers. It's up to you if you decide to look into them or not. Not everybody believes in them, but it may not come in that form. It may come in a form of an opportunity that you should pay more attention to, that you probably wouldn't have paid attention to before in what I like to call your past life. But yeah, this whole process is a process of destroying your past life and building your new reality. So when you're seeing these signs, think of them as tools. Or when you're doing what it is that your intuition is telling you to do, whatever it is that's making you feel fulfilled, think of it as a tool or a piece that is building your new lifestyle. When you get to where you're going, then you'll start to be able to take pieces out of all the pieces that you've gathered and make a complete picture out of them and make a full circle out of them. You may even have moments in this journey where you feel like, okay, this is starting to become a full circle, and then everything falls down again and you're like, why is this happening to me? I thought I was there. And it's all part of the process. The one thing I took away from this whole journey and in the space that I'm in now is that it's a constant, it's a never-ending cycle, just like the same cycle that you just got out of when you wanted to change your life. And another thing I took from it was, with this cycle, you start to realize your power. You start to realize your power and what you can do with these pieces. So if you're in a spot